Que lo que, mi gente? Welcome to my channel, DJOMEGAMVP. Let's see what these dudes have to say here.
Well, we're going to see. NATO has been dealing with us on Greenland. We need Greenland for national security very badly. If we don't have it, we have a big hole in national security, especially when it comes to what we're doing in terms of the Golden Dome and all of the other things. We have a lot of investments in military. We have got the strongest military in the world, and it's only getting stronger. And you saw that with Venezuela. You saw that with the.
You saw that with Venezuela. The way he speaks, yes, stupid.
Yeah, we're talking to NATO.
I don't, especially those ICE agents.
That's
No,
what I'm talking
hell no.
about. Yeah. Well,
No, they're terrorists. They're traitors.
thank you guys. Thank you for your service. I appreciate.
Today we had the honor to protest with Nikema Armstrong and the Racial Justice Network. Just like Jesus did, we went into that church and we flipped tables peacefully. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are your people? Why are you not at Whipple every day fighting for the humanity, standing for our people? Where are you? You drink your coffee, you got your jewelry, you have your nice clothes, but what do you do? What do you do to stand for your Somali and Latino communities?
I'm not going to comment.
You have no comment, exactly. As you can see, all these pretend Christians, all these comfortable white people who are living lavish, comfortable lives while children are dragged into concentration camps. You're
Was
living
that a
real
Hitler
life.
salute? Wait. Was that a Hitler salute? Wait. Oh, no, that's not. That wasn't a Hitler. Okay, that's not it. Okay. You get a pass.
You're living real life, nice lives with your lattes, doing absolutely nothing for your Latino and Somali brothers and sisters. You come here to a man wearing a suit. Is a preacher? Did Jesus wear a suit? Did Jesus profit off the words? No! Jesus would dine with enemies. Do not touch me. Touch me again and see what happens.
Hey, you can't.
You are a fake Christian. Why are you not standing with your Somali and Latino communities? Why do I not see you out at Whipple every day protesting this attack on humanity? Where are you?
I mean, that's a fact. That dude has a suit on and is a nice fucking supervisor. So, I'm talking to the mic. And yeah, that's fucked up. That dude is like a fake Christian. What should I write? Fake ass Christian wearing a fucking suit while being a supervisor. Fuck that guy. Like, that's literally what's happening. That dude is a ICE agent. Alright, let's continue. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of that? What's the freaking point of getting that old man out of here? There's no fucking point. Since the 70s, this dude has been here. After siding with the U.S. as in Vietnam War, have you noticed how he's using suppressors on the rifles more on that under threat? That is insane. Holy shit. When ICE agents routinely use suppressors in battering rams to arrest old men and non-violent people in broad daylight. This is for the maximum effect ammo. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was a throwaway thing. I'm just kind of doing this thing, and some tech blog called Wired Magazine.
You'd think they would write about like,
crypto?
computers, the internet,
Bitcoin, crypto, hacking,
engineering, but apparently
cybersecurity.
they just police what people think about a certain infamous American of the mid-20th century.
Yeah, some holy figure. So I'm going to read this email from...
Must be a religion blog.
Who is this guy? I don't know
Secular
his name.
saint.
He says, "Hi, I'm a reporter with Wired Magazine in New York. I'm reaching out because we're publishing a story about Charlie Kirk's comments on Martin Luther King Jr. and his plan to release content about King on January 15th. Mind you, they act like I'm planning a terrorist attack. Like the way this is written, his plans to create content on January 15th. Like what? I mean, like what am I like planning like a terrorist attack on Christmas Day? We note in our piece. Oh, so you already wrote the piece. That's what I love about this, right? They're not asking me for comment. They're trying to fill in a couple gaps. We note in our piece. Oh, so you already wrote the piece. We note in our piece that Kirk describes King as, quote, a bad guy. It's true. And Kirk self-described very, very radical. View that the country made a mistake when it passed the Civil Rights Act. Also true. As we note in the piece, Kirk has previously described Kirk as a hero and a civil rights icon. It's true. I used to be wrong. What inspired Kirk to shift his view on MLK? Why does Kirk think that MLK is a bad guy? When Kirk says that MLK says, quote, one good thing he didn't believe, what does he mean by that? Why does Kirk believe passing the Civil Rights Act was a mistake? Now, again, apparently they don't listen to the show because we do that at least once a week, right? Once a week we talk about why the Civil Rights Act was a mistake. Does Kirk believe that racial segregation should be permitted in the United States? Again, this is how shallow they are. It's as if you don't support the Leviathan and the building of a mass racialized bureaucracy and a refounding of the United States via the Civil Rights Act, you must be pro-racial segregation. Does TPUSA see any tension that it sells merchandise of MLK on its website? By the way, we don't anymore, so this guy's outdated. What role does Blake Neff have in creating content on MLK? Because I said,
what have I done this time?
No, this is what the best part, right? Because I mentioned Blake. And he says, what role? Well, this is a perfect time to release it. This is a perfect time to announce.
Charlie Kirk was a nerd. Piece of shit. Like, literally. You can tell the way his mannerism. Dude is a nerd. Well, was a nerd. And you can tell 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this video that he was a racist piece of shit. He didn't deserve what happened to him, but it happened to him.
Little did this reporter know that Blake Neff is director of MLK history at the Charlie Kirk Show.
Yeah, it's my new title. Right there.
Congratulations,
right there.
Blake. Wow,
Director of MLK Truth.
MLK, they
I
didn't
like
know.
the white MLK better. MLK.
He's also known as the white
Blake
MLK.
Neff.
No, I'm going to do an hour about how MLK is not worthy of deification and worship. That if you pray in the name of MLK, it does not heal you of the sin of racism.
You know, it's not just a religious thing. It's also they're worried about treason because what if I'm gonna
have my apartment raided because of this.
We're told America is a republic or a democracy or a democratic republic or a republican democracy, whatever. But we're really a monarchy because if there's one person that like Republicans and Democrats agree is just our supreme authority, it's Martin Luther King.
No, it's
and what's his last name? His last name is King. And what does everyone call him? MLK. What if I told you that the Semitic root, MLK, means king?
Does it really?
In Hebrew.
Is that right?
That is true. 100% true.
Well, then, I mean.
Let's see. Let's check that out. Wait. Let's check that out. Yep. Yes. What? Bottoms.
Where are they for?
I don't know. Yes, Martin Luther King refers to Yes, MLK refers to Martin Luther King, a pivotal leader in the movement with the name chosen in honor of President Martin Luther King and symbolizes faith, freedom, and justice, while King itself means ruler and reflects his powerful role as a leader. Well, kind of, yeah. But not like they wanted to put it. Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that he was a king or he thought he was a king. His last name was King. So what the fuck? These idiots.
Is our king. And the fact that I have some sort of throwaway line, like I'm planning an EMP, that like the Charlie Kirk show is, in some ways, we kind of are. Because if you think about it, and I did some research of any organization that might be considered mainstream or anyone, MLK truly is a bipartisan worshipped figure. And they worship, and for all fairness, the right will take one line from MLK and say he's great because of this, and the left will take all the other stuff that he believed, which is the hyper-racialization of America. And again, I don't want to bury the lead, but how did we get here? And how much of our race-obsessed politics is because of the elevating of MLK? And so what was originally planned as a little sideshow is going to be the main show on Monday.
Definitely took some shots or some reviews, and we went over the history of MLK pretty extensively, and basically came up with this, the formulation that the right needs to stop mythologizing this guy and really needs to stop taking this one line in one speech about, having a dream and children. And obviously, it sounds great, but you have to actually look at his record and the things that he did and the things that he supported and the people that he supported, the policies that he supported, the mass race riots that were going on all throughout the 1960s that he didn't seem to bat a single eye at, that were going on.
Why is it that the person that gets their own federal holiday is the person we've never actually criticized? Is this the guy that was the father of all nations, Abraham? Is this the guy that wrestled with God, Jacob?
JFK doesn't even have a holiday.
No, it's so bizarre. And the reason, obviously, is that people are afraid of being called a racist, but we're now in this new era, a brave new world.
Yeah, brand new words. If you don't care, we call a racist. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. They are racist. Charlie Kirk was a racist piece of shit. And the whole crew in Turning Point, USA, Potty, Trash, USA, it's a bunch of racist people. It is what it is. He's saying it. We're racist and nobody can tell us because we don't care. It is what it is. We don't care about MLK. And we're racist, so and you can't stop us. You can't stop us.
Brought to you by Elon Musk. And this Martin Luther King, I'm not going to spoil all of it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be well researched. Everything we're going to say is true. We're going to be fair. We're going to talk about one or two things that MLK got right.
This morning was one of the more funny reactions. When you got it, you're like, "Oh, this is delicious." You're like, "Hey, Turning Point, do we have MLK gear? Oh, we do. Get it off." And then you're like,
"No,
are we
was
planning any MLK tweets?" No.
Myth, the legend, the fable.
The MLK tweets, no more.
Full court press. On to one of the criticisms that somebody has sent. They say, "Oh, Charlie, you are tearing down statues no differently than the left." Well, first of all, I haven't called for tearing down any statues. But wait a second. If you get a statue like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, you probably got it for a good reason. You founded a country. And if you're saying that Martin Luther King is a new founder of New America, then make that argument. The question is, should it be a federal holiday? Should it be one of the largest statues, monuments in Washington, D.C.? These are legit questions. And is it the myth, the legend, the fable, or is it the reality? And what purpose does it serve? Has it made America a better country? We want all people to have a better quality of life. And Marxism is not the pathway, and race Marxism certainly is not the pathway. In addition, Blake, in the 1980s, when Reagan signed in MLK as a national holiday, which was a very big controversy at the time because MLK was not well liked in the 80s. He still had very low approval rating. Is that I think one of the reasons why conservatives were willing to take on the MLK thing is because it allowed this point to be made, which is like, hey, we used to be super racist. We passed these laws. It's now no longer a big deal. So let's move on.
I think you're right. I think a lot of conservatives, maybe explicitly, some of them just maybe subconsciously, yeah, they see this as the final settlement of the turbulence of the 60s and 70s.
We can
Fuck Charlie Kirk. Easy enough. Well, this dude is fired. Bills have fired head coach Sean McDermott. Oof. Bobo. Well, dude, you had a gap to fucking win a championship with Allen, and you didn't do shit. Like, this team is just jinx for the rest of their life. They're never gonna win nothing. That team is not gonna win anything.
What do y'all think?
I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Drake May is going to be everything you're looking for.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
Everything is going as planned.
Underestimate the power of the dark side.
The Patriots are fully back.
Use your aggressive feeling, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
We've rebuilt the beast. The dynasty is rebuilt.
Ain't nobody believing us. I like us, man. We all we got.
You gotta be willing to spill some blood. Well, I ain't afraid to spill a little blood either.
It's back to the good old days. It's back to the good old days. We'll see you guys in Santa Clara.
It is your destiny.
We are so back. The dynasty is back. Yep, we are back.
The other day, and I saw this billboard advertising the new movie Millennia, and some liberal nut defamed our president and first lady with a heinous lie fresh off the liberal Democrat plantation. And you see what bothers me most about this?
Trump is saying no threat. Leaves no doubt. It's time for the Fifth Amendment. Considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize, having stopped 8 wars, plus I'll no longer feel the obligation to think purely of peace, although I will always be permanent, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States. Denmark cannot protect the land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right of ownership anyway? Yo, Trump is an idiot. Trump is a fucking idiot.
Guys jumping the fence.
Scary moments for Humberto Garcia as he watched at least a dozen men, some
Qué idiota.
jump the fence of his family's property. Garcia said it happened last Friday and escalated quickly.
And then I was like, get out of my property or give me the search warrant. And they just started attacking me.
Video shows Garcia being thrown to the ground. He says one of them pulled a gun on him, all while his parents and younger sisters were inside their home near South Victoria Road in Stites.
When they saw me, my two sisters came out and they closed the door. And my younger sister was like, why are you doing that to him?
Garcia says the men were in unmarked vehicles, never show a warrant, and refused to answer his questions. He is an American citizen, but his parents are not. He says both of them were in the process of getting their citizenship.
Uno.
February 9th. Since then, he's heard from his mom. She says she's behind held in a detention center in Raymondville. But right now, Garcia doesn't know where his father is being held.
My dad, we don't have no information about him till the moment.
Now, at 20-year-old Garcia is caring for his 4 younger siblings while trying to figure out how to help his parents.
You get stressed a lot. Yeah, because the bills, and then you want to get a lawyer and more bills.
A local criminal defense attorney not involved in this case says entering a private fenced property without a warrant is generally not allowed and could be a violation of constitutional protections.
It's not okay for officers to just enter your home and jump a fence like that. If the fence is locked, it usually requires a warrant to jump in, unless there's something called exigent circumstances.
Cavazo says those exceptions are limited
Okay,
to
now
emergency
we have
situations.
Mike.
If someone is being murdered in the house and they get a call, hey, this lady's getting beat up by her husband, for sure. So there's no blanket exception where nobody can jump the fence.
Channel 5 News reached out to ICE on Monday and received a response today, saying the agency is still working on the case. As the family waits for answers, Garcia says the emotional toll continues to grow.
You're not even safe at your house anymore. After this, you can't even be safe at your home.
In Hidalgo County, south of Donna, Melissa Brandy, Channel 5 News at 10.
That's insane. That's insane. This is Trump's America now. That we have to live like this. And people like it. You know who else stormed in a church and flipped the shit over after seeing corruption in Jesus? People are following his footsteps. Putin invited to join Trump's Board of Peace for Gaza, Kremlin says. This dude, like, Putin really owns Trump right now. He has him by the balls. It is what it is. Beautiful. Look at that ball. Perfect. Jeez. That ball is perfection. That's what you call a ball being thrown perfect. Drake freaking May. Trump is being a lazy ass. Oh shit. Holy smokes. What is this? Holy smokes. A giant replica of Trump's to Epstein birthday car just got planted in the National Mall in D.C. Front reads, "Happy birthday to a terrific guy." And the inside is printed the bizarre Trump Epstein dialogue. Sometimes they receive don't need caption. They need a billboard. Wow. That's big time right there. That's big time. Holy shit. I'm crying. He deserves it. He really, really, really deserves it. Dude is he's an idiot. And a pedophile. As well. Deserves This and more. I bet Trump hasn't seen that. Well, that's freedom of speech, so he can't do nothing about it. Freedom of speech. Let's see if we got something new from Aaron. No, nothing new here. Let's go back. Let's watch this video.
Un señor bañándose, nada más lo llevan tapado. Wow! Fucking pussies, 20 people for one old man. Jesus Christ. Fucking pussies.
No mames.
Pussies! 20 people for one man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wow.
Estas son las placas. Y esa van nos quiso atropellar.
Damn.
Esa van nos quiso atropellar.
So he got picked up. So the ICE agent broke into his family home in Minneapolis without a warrant, handcuffed the elderly naturalized USA citizen with no criminal records, pointing a gun at his daughter-in-law and heads, denied him proper clothing, and forcing him out of half naked in the freezing temperature. Then drove him around nearly for an hour before dropping him back to his apartment as nothing had happened. Holy crap. Holy sh. These ICE agents are the most stupid ass people in the entire USA. They're just doing this for fun and to put people in harm's way. They don't give a fuck. This is just a freaking game for these assholes. Yeah, that's insane, bro. I just came to my brother-in-law's sleigh apartment, broke down the door, trashed the place, handcuffed him, and put a gun to his daughter-in-law's head, and they did not allow him to put a proper clothes and force him outside refusing. Sally is a naturalized citizen. He has no criminal record. I drove him around for nearly an hour, questioned him, and fingerprinted him. Only after all of that, they realized he had no criminal history and no reason to be detained. They then dropped him back off as in the apartment like nothing happened. We believe they were looking for someone who previously lived there, but instead of asking for the identification, they choose violence. That is incredible. Incredible what they're doing. Just whatever. They can do whatever they want. Immunity.
Be clear, because this assistant attorney general, I don't know, gosh, what's her name? It's something Hammett, Gillen or whatever. So
thank you for joining the show, Hammett.
I had no affiliation to that organization. I didn't even know they were going to this church until we followed them there. We were there chronicling protests. Once the protest started in the church, we did an act of journalism, which was report on it and talk to the people who were involved, which included the pastor, members of the church, and members of the organization. That's it. It's called journalism.
Okay. Your response to Don Lemon.
Well, look, I mean, we have
It's journalism. It's journalism. But they don't like it because he's exposing the truth. So now, the gay guy, Benny Bentover Johnson, is claiming that this dude committed a crime because he went to a church. Stupid ass people, man. They got nothing on nobody, but they want to invent theories about somebody else just because they want to increment their beliefs that these people are wrong. Incredible.
Presumption of innocence in this country, so I want to preserve my ethical duties here. But let me just say that you know, he's a journalist. He was a journalist. I don't know what he is now, but
he is a journalist. He is a journalist. He's an independent journalist, like Benny Johnson is. Same thing. He's just white and he's just black. So spare me.
Journalism is not a badge or a shield that protects you from criminal consequences when you are part of a crime. And I think the videos show how close he was to these folks. I think further evidence will show more information about that. But he clearly knew, and he stated before going into the facility, it's on his own video, what was going to happen there. What was going to happen was a violation of federal law, federal criminal law. And
listen, if they have something, go get them. I'm tired of this. Oh, he committed crime. He committed this. He committed that. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to investigate. Listen, if you got something, go get him. Press charges. Stop talking. And just go and press freaking charges and grab him. Or else, it's all bullshit.
By and large, stand in opposition to Trump. And that is evident not just in the polling, as Trump's approval ratings fall through the floor, particularly with independents, but also just in absolute terms. I mean, his approval ratings have fallen through the floor and then down into the basement and then through the basement floor into the bedrock. I mean, he is just despised as a political leader in this country in almost unprecedented terms. And at the same time, expected, and with infinite capacity for future growth. As long as those protests stay nonviolent, they have infinite capacity for future growth, and they are poised for explosive growth. Trump and his administration are absolutely undone by the protests. They cannot handle them at all. The closest he can come to handling them is to pretend that they are not happening. These protests are popular. They are effective. They are seen as being on the right side of history. They are seen as being on the right side of the American credo. They are attracting new kinds of people to do new kinds of protest all the time. And that means at a popular level, the opposition to Trump is big, organic, growing, and sustainable. And in political science terms, when it comes to standing up against a despot anywhere in the world, that popular opposition is the closest thing we have to magic.
I'm telling you, Elon Musk stole the 2024 elections, if that's the case. Because he approval rating is down the drain. So how did he won if his ratings in a year went down the drain? That for me doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense for me is that Trump stole the 2024 elections. Pretty simple. And I think I will die on that hill to tell you the truth. Alright, let's watch one more video. Let's see. Let's do an update. Omega MVP. Elon Musk, consider this or this. It's in this one. We are calling the government to Walls afraid to stop releasing criminals, illegal aliens from Minnesota jails to the repertoire of their crimes. ICE has more than 1,300. Shut the hell up. Now the narrative will be that Tim Waltz is
crises like we've seen the last few days.
Is really releasing criminals into Minnesota. That shit is insane to say, but they are going to lie on Fox News like they always do. Nothing new, just a new lie.
Time and time again. I mean, we're talking about
this is just another lie and another narrative that this administration will continue to lie to the American people on Fox News propaganda news. Elon Musk stole the Elon Musk stole the 2024 elections.
We won't stop fighting. ICE is gone. Till ICE is gone. Oh, we are ready. We are. The fight's not over. The fight's not over. Love has won. The love has won. Love has won. The love has won. Love has won. The love has
He really asked that. Did he really ask that shit? He didn't ask. It was he didn't ask that shit. Did he really ask that shit? Trump, yes, doing whatever he wants. Stand with ICE. Nope. What is this?
Okay.
Is that your account?
I refuse to answer questions without my lawyer present. So I really don't know how to answer that question either
well,
way.
like I said, you're not going to jail.
This is freedom of speech. This is America, right?
And
Veteran.
And I agree with you 100%.
All
We're
right.
just trying to see if it's you, because if we're not talking to the right person, we want to go see who the right person
Okay,
is.
how can I help you?
So pretty much it's just a statement that was made as far as,
Verbatim, it says the guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians tried to shut down his
What?
for showing a movie that hurt his feelings and refuses to stand up for the LGBTQ community in any way. Even leaves the room when they vote and on related matters. Wants you to know that you're all welcome. Clown face, clown face, clown face. 3 days ago.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to answer whether that's me or not.
Okay.
The concerning part and not concerning.
Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, move it on. Move. Get the fuck out. He really is doing like reading a post. What the fuck is going on?
For the person who's posting it, what we're just trying to prevent is somebody else getting agitated or agreeing with the statement. We're not saying it's true or not.
Understood.
That guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, that can probably incite somebody to do something right.
Bro, we passed that. Palestinian, Gaza, like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, that's all we're here to talk about, and we wanted to get your side. If it was you that posted that, I would think to refrain from posting things like that, because that could get something
I
incited.
appreciate your concern. I appreciate you coming out here.
Okay?
That's it?
That is it.
Okay.
I'm going to maintain my amendment rights to not answer the question about whether or not that's right. I hope that's
Thank you for your time.
understandable.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Yeah,
as
have a good
well.
day, okay?
You as well. Thank you. Take care.
Two fucking losers. Yeah.
Why do you have a 14-year-old girl on your team? What the fuck is that? Why do you have a 14-year-old girl on your team? That's what the fuck? That's literally a child. You literally have a child here. What the fuck is that? What? That is literally, no, that is literally a child. What, do you see that?
That is a child. That is a child. Alright, I'm gonna end this live right now. See you in the next one. DJ Omega MVP. Peace.